Henda ya ndo ambandare ndidhavandi naye afanoni namusi mas the difference ya ndichikana nyana rikorere muwane muyani ya fedzi hai ropedzero muwana afanoni mas the difference urini nirimini fedzi.
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Ndotakerera vana veni.
Yeah man, zvauti before jena ka tendera hei noni ya Casino Baby. I just wanna make sure uri vatu vanji vakumfesesa apa. Venda ni bvagai?
Venda ringatoma Muredan. As a young boy, I grew up Muredan, and that's where my grandmother used to live. So sharp undo the Hammanskraal in a casino called the Carousel. So during holidays, Venda, so you know. And then from the age 14, 15, ndo jena ndambo jena chikoro Nazarene ngene just for 1 year. That's the only time I jena chikoro Venda. Then it's Shandima. So it's basically Muradane Shandima. Right there. Somewhere there.
Ndonibona palani unachipinga chenda umbulonga kamtsi ningo jena pala UNIVEN ngo ndonibona niko freestyle la video njizova niko freestyle I think that was the time nabo Cassper Nyovest they kind of like co-signed you how was the surrounding, how did UNIVEN or being around Venda influence your music?
Yeah, of course, you're very correct. My varsity life after matric, and then about the UNIVEN, you know. So when I did UNIVEN, I was establishing my rap name and my songs. Pitori, Hammanskraal aside. So in my head, I'm like, Venda, UNIVEN, and no one knows me. Nothing at all. So I have to grind, I have to push, I have to do something different in the go push. So yeah, I met a couple of guys, you know, Guru, Melanin, they have cameras, I got the music. So in this dropper, I just be shooting videos. You know, I remember at that time, no one was doing that. No one was doing what I was doing. You know, it's an amazing thing. And what I was doing also inspired the other cats that are coming out in Venda right now. You know, they tell me all the time, like when they saw that, and it's just the blueprint, you know?
Yeah.
It's Ovandi Venda at that time, one being hungry for recognition. This way, I'm part of that hunger because I'm looking at all my peers buy up Joe Bagger doing their thing and everything is accessible and then the Venda. So I had to kill the internet. So the internet is all I had. You know, I boundary, I mean, you know? So that's what I was doing. Doing Venda that much access, so I have to work twice as hard. So I guess that gave me a stepping stone.
Nice one, man. Unori mafungwa muzika no atomang rini ndikarinyana ne ndichikara.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been musical in my you know my family lineage. You know, my grandfather wrote some parts of also the Venda anthem, you know, from my mother's side though. Wow. He was a flutist, he was a musician too. So I think that was instilled in me. You know, the very first genre I heard when I was growing up was reggae music. And according to Chelsea reggae, it has a lot of rhyme schemes, or that rhyme scheme is as a ras. You know what I mean? And as I'm growing up and I'm listening to that, I used to be very, very interested on how they play with words, you know? And at that time I didn't know I was gonna be a rapper. I didn't know I was even gonna make music. I just love music and I just love songwriting and how smart these people put words together. So as I'm growing up, I think around grade 6, grade 7, I started developing the love of writing. I used to write a lot of poetry. I just write stuff. You know, I wasn't a rapper, I wasn't making music, I wasn't singing, rapping, whatsoever. So I think when I was around 14, I got to a point where I was in a school somewhere in Hammanskraal. There was a rapper, I met a rapper there.
Yeah.
Ajia bugu yang it's poetry. As your raps, it's represent the blind is a blind. As a rapper, in the poetry, I don't rap. It's like, no, you should do something, you know. And that's when I started. When I was 14, I just started like adding the flow to my poetry, adding the rhythm to my poetry. You know, rap is rhythm and poetry. So that was that, you know.
There was a time Cassper Nyovest jumped on one of your songs and do a verse. How did that came about? And Zoni Filisa no Filahani while you were still trying to get established Cassper Nyovest Apoperanta, something that you were doing.
I remember it was 2019. That would drop a very successful mixtape the year before, 2018, Loud Silence 2. I think that was the first time I kind of felt some sort of recognition. Now Venda and Hammanskraal, where I'm from, the people close to me, and I'm really getting recognition. Loud Silence 2, 2018. I wasn't big, but I was bubbling under the scene. UNIVEN and UNIVEN, you know, it was successful, and I'm like, yo, this 2019 is the next year, so let me do something. Let me drop a single. Dropped a single called what was it called? It wasn't What's Wrong With Me. What's Wrong With Me? I'll tell a story about that also. It was called 80, I think, something like that. Yeah, 80, something like that. Yes. And then I did a video, Library UNIVEN, with my boy Melanin Too Much. We did the video, but we didn't really put it out because you know what I mean? Over the way. Yeah. So the song is out, and I'm still trying to push the song. One day I'm chilling, and whoever knows UNIVEN, by the time I used to live in Lost City Girls, I know. Oh yeah, I used to live in Lost City Girls at that time. I'm chilling there. I'm like, let me just edit this video. Let me try something. I edit, and then I just drop it. I dropped it under Reason's tweet. Reason sees it, you know. It's like, yo, this is dope. This is crazy, you know. But nothing really happened. He never really DM'd me. Never really did anything. I was just like, yo, this is dope. Reason saw my shit, and he's like, it's dope. You know, I look up to him also. Wow. And then I remember Cassper posted a picture with J. Cole, and I'm like, yo, these are like my two favorite artists, you know, locally and internationally. They're together. Comment. You know, I was one of the first few to comment on that, and I just commented. I'm like, yo, you guys inspire me both. Just bona how I rap, you know. Before you know it, a month down the line, I just get a DM from Cassper. I just woke up, get a DM, I see notification. Yo, this is dope. Wow. I love it. I'm gonna hop on it. Send me the files. Don't screenshot. Keep it on the low. I'm like going crazy at that time. I'm going wild. You know, at that time, only my girl knew. You know, my friends didn't know what was gonna happen. Nobody knew. I had to keep it inside, and I had to wait for like 3 months. 3 months until he dropped it. He went quiet. I thought I wanna hang. You know what I'm saying? I kept texting. I'm like, yo. Next thing you know, without telling me, my phone just blows up. You know, the day before that song comes on, my phone blows up, my Twitter going crazy. I look, hey, Cassper posted like, yo, I'm in the gym. After this gym, I'm gonna kill this boy's verse. He killed it. Check him out. Wow. We dropping it tomorrow. Oh, everything changed. Everything went nuts. He texted me. He's like, dog, let's call the song What's Wrong With Me. I'm like, I don't care what you call it, my man.
As long as you are in on the song.
Just drop the song. He hit up Slicker. By then I was still cool with Slicker because we did the 2017 incubator. I was still cool. He hit up Slicker. It's like, he dropped it under Slicker. I'm like, all right, sharp, let's do it. And then the rest was history. It was amazing, you know. And I did what I set out to do in the Venda, because this is the Venda with my music. I wanted real recognition. I wanted to push hard. And at the end of my varsity years, it actually panned out, you know. This shit doesn't happen. It doesn't happen, Mutu. Our Venda, it doesn't happen. I think I'm the first for this thing to happen, you know. And that's a beautiful thing because it showed the kids that were coming up, bro, that it's possible. You know, I remember even, shout out to Gooseba now killing things. I remember when Gooseba, no one knew him. He used to see me in the street like, yo, mass. You know, RKV, shout out to RKV killing shit right now. You know what I mean? I talk to these guys and they say, you feel me? It opened eyes that even if I'm there, I can still do great things. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the ones that came before me, shout out Misophil, you know, I always say without Misophil, there's no me. So it's just a cycle. It's just a cycle, you know. It's just a cycle. The ones that are coming up right now, we just need to keep going higher. That's what I plan out to do. If you look at my career compared to the other people, it's very different. I'm looking at the bigger scale. You know what I mean? I want to show we can go far. So yeah.
True.
So it did great things.
Yeah. You always make sure that you drop some hits, you drop some singles, you drop some mixtape, you drop some album if you can. And they go check a catalog yanu 2018 was kind of visa Loud Silent 2. 2019 na visa Quiet Noise now no visa EP in a Casino Baby Casino Baby lo disani.
Hey, it was just showing people my background, you know. Nando that a casino, you know. I know it's weird, but
like literally
there was a casino. Yeah, there was a casino again, Hammanskraal, in the middle of it, called the Carousel Casino. It was pink. So from a young age, like as far as I can remember, I was living there, you know, up until I was like 21, 22. You know, let's say up until I left for varsity, but I lived there. You know, that's Venda. That's the only day in G. So I was just trying to show background vibes, you know. Yeah, Casino. So it's literally that, Casino Baby, and it's such a beautiful name because it's Auna Batubanji that can say they grew up in a casino. Not a lot of people can say Casino Baby, you know. So that's how the name came about. I recorded it with Zoocci Coke Dope.
Wow.
I remember he was still with Stay Low at that time. I think I recorded it last year. I was still with Stay Low at that time. And Stay Low Entertainment, Stain Entertainment, and Vaughn. Vaughn used to manage Shane Eagle, Zwagari. You know, so we in the elevator. So Vaughn is like, "Yo, where you from?" I explain the experience. Like, "Yo, Casino Baby," and I'm like, "Casino Baby." He's like, "Casino." That was the name. That was the name because we went into the studio not knowing what we were gonna do. So in this air one, so that's what happened with it.
But to vachitecheresa EP ndikubona una madinga anonga vo Joker ditava Carousel vachitecheresa EP but yoreverera zwithu zononga hani but yoreverera muzika une ukotwamba hune na bva hone kana there's more to it, there's more deep sense inside this music.
You know, with people who have listened to my music before, they need to something different, you know. It's very, very different. Don't be expecting that rapidly mass or no, you know, this trying to prove that he can rap. On this one, I'm not even trying to prove anything. I'm just making music, you know. Shout out to Zoocci for that. Like, he stretched me out musically. Or yo, I can do other things. I can try singing. I can try doing that and doing this. And basically, it's showing the background of me being the Casino Baby, and also just addressing certain things. Or I've been silent. Why have I been silent? What to expect next? Basically, I call it a teaser. I call it a warm up. You know, I've been silent for a long time, so just take Casino Baby as a warm up. We're going on hard, so people should expect great music, the best quality music I've ever made, I believe myself. So when you play it on the speakers, it's crazy. Anyway, it's crazy, you know. So they must expect and embrace a different type of mess. I'm still the same lyrical Picasso, but it's a different type of mess.
Kaitreke Joker nozuyamba hapo nori nojia breaki niko bale practice what you mean to break? Why did you took a break?
You know, I signed with Universal Music. I think 2020.
Nice.
2020 signed to Universal Music. So at that time, it's very different. I'm no longer independent. I'm no longer doing things by myself. There's a whole team. So there's a whole plan in things, you know. I needed to find an identity. That's what was happening in those high haters, you know. Zoocci Borabadi, Mutatin Techeres Amudra, and America, you know, it's not it's not cool, you know what I mean? I want people to know where I'm from, so we're just busy developing that sense and instilling that mindset within me, and just really taking a chill pill sometimes, you know, and just rearranging your life and coming with the arts proper. Because if you hear, you know, but you know, I expect a Casino Baby, I'm incorporating a Venda here and there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly, something that I've never really done before. And here and they're just showing that, like, yo, from here, and you know what I mean? Or if I know I'm Zanzi, you know exactly. You feel me? So that's that. Yeah. So that's what was happening in the hiatus, But I'm back. I'm back now. Gonna drop more music.
Muthu a tshi nga lavhelela uri sezwi ni khou amba uri no sainiwa nga Universal, now you will kind of like look down to vhaimbi vha Venda. Ndi khou vhona hafha kha Russian Roulette hu na muthu no nga Wookid. Zwi vhuṱhogwa hani uri ni se phanḓa no isa relationship na vhaimbi vha Venda, namusi when you are no longer within that area, mara you still communicate with your Venda brothers?
I mean, art is art at the end of the day, And this collaborator, I don't look or how many followers you have, how much money you have, whatever. If I like your stuff, I like your stuff. If you look at Casino Baby, there's no big name there, And the only features I have in the Batu Venda, even Ezra, I should check him out and watch it undone. Crazy. The guy on the hook on Russian Roulette. Fire. Wookid is a guy I grew up with. Wookid Uvamledane, as kids. From 3 years old, I grew up right next to Wookid. So I know him from a long time back. You know what I mean? So with me, when I'm doing, I just wanted to sort of like instill that hunger within him again, because I believe he's a great artist. He's done amazing things for VenRap. I just wanted to revive that fire within him and people not even forget Wookid. And it's very important for me to keep collaborating with Nabatu Venda to show that dreams can happen and you should take your art seriously. I'm so good. I have to wait until Nisha Joe bag and Nisha Gaga for my stuff to get popping. No, you can do it, man. You know what I mean? Like you should look at all of our legends, Venda. It walked so that we can run. You know what I mean? Other people will run so that other can fly. So it's very important. I don't look down on anyone. I'm a cool guy. I'll always be the same me. I always say this. When I blew up, everyone around me changed. So yeah.
So far, Nico check the numbers all over Facebook, all over YouTube, all over digital platform services. But to back receive this honey EP.
I think they're receiving it great. I'm one person that I really look at the numbers, the stats or whatever. I look at the comments, what people say. You know what I mean? Because a person can play it, but still hate it. That's a string. You know what I mean? So I refrain.
True. Go on.
With that. But if a person DMs you and say, "Oh, this shit is dope. This shit is fine. This shit is crazy," that's when you get the real reception of how people are taking it. So people are loving it, man. And then there's one surprise. I don't look at the numbers, but when I do, it surprises me because I've been quiet for almost 3 years, but the numbers are crazy. It's kind of like I've just been doing what I've been doing, which shows that if you're making real music, it sticks with people. Even though you might feel like it does not anymore, music will live forever. So Casino Baby is doing amazing. We're gonna drop more music. We're gonna drop more things. I'm grateful to be in this position. There are other people that are as dope as me, but they don't have the privilege to be in this position. You know what I mean? It's God-given. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the people who appreciate my art. So yeah.
Ichivai EP no visa ditava doesn't mean that it's your favorite song on the EP.
Nah, actually, my favorite song is Jokers. My favorite song is Jokers. I like Jokers. Ditaba was a decision we made because it has more of like a singy, songy vibe, and it's like Afrobeat-ish. So yeah, that was an executive decision to drop Ditaba first. You know what I mean? But my favorite song personally is Jokers.
Is it Joker because it's kind of beefy, Nyana? You kind of like telling the niggas.
Yeah, it's raw and real, it's raw and real, that's why I love it.
Expect the music video, EP.
Hopefully, I'm still waiting for my budget. As I say, I don't do things by myself right now. When I do get the budget, hopefully a video's out. If no video comes up, Casino Baby, videos will pull up. I feel like right now I'm prepared to drop more videos. I've realized that the scope is changing. I used to refrain from dropping music videos because what's in my head, it was too expensive. I didn't have the money to create what I really wanted. But now I realize people just want visuals. They don't care whether it's whatever budget is there. They just want visuals. So expect more visuals from me. I don't know about Casino Baby as of yet, but I'm working on getting the budget. And when I do get it, definitely I feel like Jokers will be the one to get a music video.
Nice one. In closing, who do you want to thank for this project?
Of course, the team in UMG, my manager, Funi, Silver Platter, Zoocci Coke Dope, Preacher, that's the guy who did the artwork, Molly Cool, the guy who did the motion cover, all the features, Ezra, Wookid, and lastly, God, man, and the fans for listening.
What do you say to your fans in closing?
Believe in your dreams and don't be afraid to be different. People always gonna talk, so whatever.
Yeah, man. I'm sure for bookings, if people buy a CAF page here, not play Facebook, that we get more details. Which other social media are you fully active on?
I'm active everywhere, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm trying to get more active on TikTok. So you can follow me everywhere. Facebook, Master Difference. Instagram, Master Differ. Twitter, Master Differ. TikTok, Master Differ. Find me there and you're completely correct. You'll find the booking details there,
100%. Ruwangamanda Master the Difference. Ara Rosia Jingway. But the comment angane popasori. Master the Difference. Casino Baby. I'm always vibing. I'm always jamming this one. My favorite one happened on the Russian roulette. Yeah, it's what's called Yangamanda. Wukidi Ublindy. The Ruwangamanda Master the Difference.
Ruwan, thank you for having me.
100%. Yeah, wamufa koyo Master the Difference ndo ambandari didoba na yeah rarukwambanga ha ipia wapala ino fi Casino Baby uri o aruchera casinoni yeah kezo.